Good evening or good morning, wherever you may be. It's about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. And I thought I would do something a little different this evening. I wanted to come live and hang out with everybody, and I wanted to let you guys tell me, what do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to know? What sort of projects are you interested in? Some price predictions. I have a couple scheduled. I have one on Monday for Power Ledger. I think Monday is Power Ledger. Tuesday, I worked up Tron. And I'm always up late, Crypto T. I'm always up late. Benjamin Knotts was first, by the way. Call bitches. That's what Benjamin had to say. Melanie, where's my merch, woman? I told everybody how you were working on some new Crow merchandise we were going to partner up with, so I'm still waiting to see. I figured, you know what? Why not let you guys kind of tell me what you wanted me to work up, and I just work on it live and kind of let you guys, see my thought process, get an idea as to how I work things out, and come to the conclusions I come to. I figure that might be a little beneficial for you guys. I'd like your recent thoughts on Neo. Okay, I'll mark that down as a possible. I was already planning on doing a scheduled workup of Neo anyway. So, yes, I'll message you. Good deal. How's Cardano progress going? Where have you been? Cardano's rocking it. I think Cardano's doing very well. Thoughts on Apple? Are you referring to Apple stock? Not. If it's not Apple stock, I'm not sure what you're talking about. APL. Is that like some small obscure project that I don't know anything about? What's up, Sean Coons? Yes, definitely Neo, please. Oh, that's two. I don't know how long I'm going to be on live tonight. I figure it just kind of depends on how popular tonight's video becomes. Definitely want to spend time on things I've heard of. Some of these really obscure little projects I don't know anything about. Just kind of like, Tell us about your Divi masternode. Someone told me it took 3 years to break even. Interesting. My Divi master nodes are rocking it. I don't know. I've got a couple diamond nodes, and I think I have a gold node. I mean, they're doing well, and I mean, like, shoot, Divi's price has been going up a bit as well. So, I mean, you got to understand, Divi just really kind of came out not that long ago. And they're still working on their use case, and they're still working on building their brand. They're not a huge company, so they don't have billions of dollars or anything like that. They're a small team, but they're really, really working. And so I really like Divi. I love my masternode, or my master nodes, and it's super easy to create multiple nodes within your wallet. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Divi's coming at some point. Ontology, yeah, that's definitely been on my to-do list as well. I almost feel like you can't go into Neo without going into Ontology, but so I've got that noted. Crow, did you have a look at Band Protocol? It's doing the same thing as Chainlink. I don't know if it was banned. I looked up something else. I can't remember the name of it, but it was also already trading at almost $5. I'm like, meh. If I want to spend $5, I'll just get Chainlink. So yeah, your price predictions are the best. Well, thank you. You were hyped about Theta and Dent at one time. I still like Theta. I mean, Theta's not doing too terrible. I mean, it for the last time I looked at it, it was going up, unless it's been dropping again. I don't know. There's Theta. I mean, it's at 11 cents. It's down 7.63, but I mean, given the current circumstances, it's not terrible. So it's down 1.13% against Ethereum and 3% against Bitcoin. I mean, I did like Theta. I still do like Theta. I think it's going to catch on over time. Here's the thing, it's difficult. I mean, hell, they've got almost $4.5 million in daily trading volume. So there's demand for Theta, and I think it's going to be just fine. I think it's funny because a lot of the cryptocurrencies out there, I mean, when Bitcoin drops and the market drops, everybody's like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Honestly, I just look at it as really, especially for some of the really good projects, I look at it as an opportunity to just get more, and so I don't really think much. The drops in the volatility of the crypto market doesn't really bother me so much. What bothers me is how long it takes for the market to turn around and when we're going to really start seeing some upwards activity. Everything that's going on right now, right before the halving, has been a little puzzling. I mean, it really has been. But, this is the first market cycle where we've got futures markets popping up all over the place. We've got all these leverage trading bullshit platforms that everybody's promoting to their fans to try and bleed money out of them. It's like, it's definitely but it's like for every yin, there's also a yang. You know what I mean? It's kind of it's definitely a back and forth pool. And I think, without darkness, you don't appreciate the light, I guess. I don't know. But Power Ledger, I have a video. I already did all that. Power Ledger's either Monday or Tuesday, I think. So you guys will have that. So that video is already done, yo. It's in the cans. So yeah, make sure you check it out. Crow, what crypto has the best chance of 100x plus in the next run? Well, you know what? That's just going to have to be saved for a video, because if that's not a clickbait title that's going to get some views, I don't know what is. Not only that, but nobody has a damn clue. So we'll see. The Happening. I know. I don't call it the Happening. Theta has a great team. I really like Theta. I haven't looked at what the team looks like lately. I mean, I haven't looked at it since I looked at their ICO initially, but a $200 investment in Dent would make someone a millionaire when it reaches its all-time high. Yeah, the problem with Dent is I think Dent is likely going to move up. I don't know if it's going to reach its all-time high or surpass it. I really do need to do a deep dive into it. It's on my list of projects to do. But Dent is one of those projects I want to look really, really deep in, because as I understand it, they're constantly adding more tokens to their economy, which is just I mean, it sounds like they're not doing things in the most brilliant of ways. So, yeah. Link, I don't think Link is going to get 100x from here. I don't think so. Dragon Chain, I can't really say. Here's the thing, because I know some things going on. Well, I mean, I know a little bit about what's going on with Dragon Chain, and I think they're good. I don't really want to talk too much about it, because I don't want to slip something up, because I mean, I can tend to ramble and lose myself and say stuff I shouldn't. And sometimes people trust me, and I haven't even talked directly with anybody on the team. It's just like I have been told by kind of a third party source who has a very good relationship with them. And I have kind of touched base with Joe a couple times on Telegram. I'm going to have him on the channel, but I think we're going to do that probably towards the end of the month. So we'll see what happens. Telcoin. Yeah, I think if I bought Telcoin, I still have it. I haven't touched anything. I love the laughing cry face on the do you still have Telcoin? I haven't even looked at Telcoin in a while, to be quite honest. So yeah, I don't think it's doing that well. Any thoughts on Divi? Well, you're late, obviously. It is the end of February. It's such the end of February that it's actually March 1st. Yep, still in XRP. All right, so let's look at Neo. Looks like that's one that everybody's been getting a lot of requests to look at Neo here. All right, so Neo's currently trading at 11.79. let's go through it a bit. Circulating supplies 70,000, 538, 831. Where be my Neo? All right. Okay, let me go back here to Wayback Machine. Neo. All right. I like to just look at the past a bit. 6.6 billion. Let me actually look at its all-time high date, January 15th. Alrighty then. So that's January 8th. Let's go. Let me look at January 8th. January 8th. Pow, pow, pow. I almost need music or something, but I hate it when YouTubers play music when they're working on stuff. I would almost prefer just watching what they're doing and either listen to them kind of narrate or just have it quiet. That's just me. Okay. So about the same. This doesn't make any sense. If January 8th was their all-time high, it would be a lot more than $101. Oh, 15th. That's why. Because I'm not with it. I was already on January 8th. Sorry about that. Because I'm like, something ain't right here, yo. I also have a video that I scheduled for, I think, next Wednesday or Thursday. It's more of a rambling video. Just something I kind of wanted to get off my chest. I don't know if anybody will care or not. Just talks about kind of the mindset. You know, my mindset, what has kind of brought me to where I'm at and what I do and all of that. Hopefully it's beneficial to people, but we'll see. That's not it either. It's only $155. I know it was like 190 or 98. Yeah, it was 196 bucks January 15th. I guess that may have been at market close, so we'll just okay. All right, I'm just going to go with this. It's not going to make that huge of a difference. So we're looking at a $10 billion market cap. 076 885 settle 155. And wow, was that trading volume? 727 million. 727 997 000 trading volume. All right. What I wish I could pull up all historical data, transactional volume, the whole nine, but unfortunately I can't. Let's see. Loom, Thundercore, VeChain, Neo. Described as the open network for the smart economy, the Neo blockchain uses a delegated Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus model to provide high throughput and single block finality. To date, 13 dApps are being tracked, with the majority of these in games category. Everybody does games. The most popular dApps during 2019 were the Neoland game and the Switch.io network exchange. Activity on Neo peaked in September at over 2,000 daily active unique wallets, but the average across 2019 was around 250. Womp womp. All right. So, real volume, 13 million right now. Liquid market cap's 1.1 billion. Cycle low of $5.33, up 118% since its low. Rated an A, 797, and a BB. Transactional volume is 40 million. It's definitely being worked on. 6,000 lines added over the last 90 days, with almost 11,000 lines removed. Active addresses right now is 1,900. So that's not so hot. What's funny is, yeah, about 20,000 transactions happening every 24 hours. A lot of people watching. A lot of people watching it on GitHub. All right. So let me do a couple calculations here real quick. Max supply, 100 million. But circulating supply is only 70 million. 538. 831. All right, Dan. Bring this down here a bit. Okay. Percent of market cap right now with NEO's 0.31%. So it only holds 0.31% of the total crypto market cap right now. Its old market cap, it held 0.86%. So basically right now it's holding a 0.31% of the total market cap. It held a 0.86 of the historical market cap at its all-time high, which really is not much. But because of the circulating supply being so low and the popularity of the project, it did all right. Detailed financials of cryptocurrency launch. That was June 7th of 2019. Thor, built on Neo, is shutting down due to insufficient capital. That was on April 13th of 2019. So basically what I do is, you know, and I'm going through it, I'm trying to get an idea as to what the sentiment is compared to other projects in the market. You know, what I try to figure out is, okay, at the height of Neo, it only held 0.86%. 0.86% of the total market cap. How much of the next market cap will it hold? And I look at things like what sort of apps are being launched on the blockchain. I look at a lot of different metrics. I look at, you know, the circulating supply. I look at the trading volume, $486 million in trading volume right now. I mean, that's really, really good, which tells me that there's a lot of interest in the project. And 0.31% down from 0.86% of the total market cap tells me that when the market starts to come back, there's going to be more money likely going into Neo than a lot of other stuff out there. And so then I think, okay, well, what's a realistic percentage of the Neo market cap? 1%? It was 0.86% before this last bear market. How many more people are going to be confident in Neo moving forward after the bear market moving into this next bull market? And over the course of the next 2 years, what do I think Neo is going to accomplish? Where is it at now? And then I dive deep into that. And then I try and establish, well, based off of everything going on, based off of where it's been, where it was originally at an all-time high of $196. You know, what do I think is going to happen? And I'll probably go in and I'll redo this more officially in a future video. But let's just call it 2%. I mean, you know, obviously I'm not typically when I'm doing a valuation, I pretty much spend an afternoon reading. I check Twitter. I check a lot of different stuff, but we'll just guesstimate We'll just say 2% at the height of the next market of a $1 trillion market cap. All right. So 2% of the total market cap at that point is going to be like let me see. $200 billion. 20. Yeah, you're looking at 20 billion. So I think that's doable. And then I'm going to take that 20 billion and I'm going to divide that by the circulating supply of 75,380,831. $283. So that's based off of a $1 trillion. Did I already work all that up? I did. I already worked all that up. Okay, well, I explained it all, and that's the whole point of this video tonight. So yeah, 283. I did work all this up before, and that's why I still had some of those figures. So $283.53 as a potential all-time high at a $1 trillion market cap if NEO obtains 2% of the total market cap, the total crypto market cap. And and then let's say going into 2021 and we move into a $3 trillion market cap or above, well, there you go. $850 NEO at a $3 trillion market cap. Tron ends in a dumpster fire. Tron scheduled for, I think Tron's video is coming out Tuesday. And from the looks of things, some of you guys are probably going to agree with it. I think Tron's, well, you know what? You're going to have to wait till Tuesday. You're going to have to watch that video because I spent some time on it. But yeah, I mean, I think Neo's going to do well. I really do. I mean, here's the problem that I see. I see a lot of these blockchain apps. They're just, so many of them are focused on gambling and games, silly games, not even great games, but silly games, to build use case. When I think, they really need to be looking outside of that. And my hope is Cardano does as well. I don't necessarily, I would cry if Cardano became some Tron where, everything on there's this high risk gambling dApp and just bullshit stuff that, I don't want to see that kind of stuff on Cardano. I want to see legitimate use cases. I want to see corporate usage. I want to see real stuff on the Cardano blockchain. To me, it's just way too serious a project to get throttled down with a bunch of nonsense dApps and apps that nobody really gives a shit about. That's really what I'm hoping. But, Neo and Ontology both. I mean, I think whatever Neo does, Ontology's probably going to be pretty close behind. I mean, I would say Neo might hit 1% market cap while Neo grabs 2%. And I think that would be probably fairly legitimate in my opinion. So, yeah. Please turn on night mode. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Pow. Ooh, yeah. I forgot. I turned it off at one point for some reason. I can't remember why. I think I reset a bunch of stuff. Looks like Bitcoin's been climbing a little bit. Was that? Oh, that's a 4-hour chart. Maybe it's on a 30. Yeah. It's not really. It's just so stagnant. It's just hanging out. It's not really doing much of anything, really. But, yeah. So, there's Neo. Let's have a little fun. How about you guys, what kind of other questions do you guys have outside of just, because I just kind of want to hang out a little bit. What kind of questions do you guys have, I don't know, regarding anything? I mean, regarding business, regarding, maybe I should put that up here. That probably looks a little better, a little easier to read, maybe. Yeah. Well, now I'll move it. Yeah. I mean, like, what sort of general questions do you guys have? I mean, given the kind of stuff I do on a pretty regular basis, you know, just, I don't know, a late night hangout, man. It could be about anything. It could be about, I don't know, anything. Just want to talk. How is your ADA stake pool? It's going very well. I think we're at like 33 million delegated to the incentivized testnet pool. Crodano or Crow. Stellar Lumens is coming. That's on my list. COVID-19. I know everybody's really freaking out. It's funny because I talked today in a video that I scheduled for the future, and I ordered a sample product from China, and my wife brought me this box down, and she's like, what did you get from China? I'm like, oh, that's a sample product I ordered for this Amazon stuff I'm working on. And she's like, should you be opening that, or should we like burn it? I'm like, I'm sure it's fine. And I opened it, and I'm like, with all the products that we're ordering from China, I mean, anytime we go anywhere, if we order something, chances are it shows up and it was made in China. So it's like, I'm not overly concerned with that. But it was a little ominous, like opening the box, because my wife has a tendency to like freak me out about stuff I wouldn't normally think anything of, because she's like a crazy germaphobe. So she's just insane about that stuff. And I'm not really. I mean, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'd rather like be exposed to something and like build immunities to it or whatever than run away from every damn thing out there. But as far as the coronavirus is concerned, I've watched a lot of different videos. I think box mining's box mining's been killing it. Like a lot of times I see guys, they jump on a bandwagon and I feel like they try to milk it for everything they can. Like, oh wow, I did this and I'm getting a bunch of views. I'm gonna keep doing this. Screw what else. I don't think he's doing that. I think the guy is like, hey, I'm sure he's probably scared. So he's reading all this stuff and he's just getting as educated as he can about it, and he's sharing it all with the public. And I think, and I watch him. I watch his coronavirus videos. I haven't caught one live, but I think maybe I caught one towards the tail end. And I watch his videos, but I've also been watching videos of different doctors on YouTube talking about the coronavirus. And it's like, if you watch general news media talking about it, well, the sky's falling, the world's going to end. It's like almost a pandemic. Not quite, but it's going to be, and we're preparing, and like board up your houses. And, but if you talk to the doctors, they're basically saying, look, live your life, because coronaviruses, I watched one today. The guy's like, coronaviruses have been around 100 years, hundreds of years. It's nothing new. It's just a different strand. And, because they call it something else and it's starting to spread, they create all this pandemonium, and, like the flu killed, the flu killed like 25,000 people in the US or something like that last year. And, and so they make, it's like the same thing they did with swine flu, the same thing they did with, every time there's a new flu bug of some kind, the media goes crazy with it. And the reason why they do that is because it keeps everybody tuning in. Everybody's talking about the election or coronavirus because it keeps everybody glued to the television. And when you're glued to the television, it enables the media to better control your thoughts. And moving into an election period, I think it's really interesting that as we're moving into these election periods, of course, there's this breakout. And you got to watch TV. You got to figure out where is it at? Is it coming? Is it next door to you? It could be right under your doorstep right now waiting. And if you don't watch our channel all day, every day, feed our advertising budget, or feed our coffers with advertising money, you could die tomorrow. And I see so much of that. And it's like, I just don't let myself, there was like a 48-hour period where I was really, really concerned. And I'm like, okay, because I started, it's one of those things where, if somebody tells a lie enough, it starts to become like their truth or something. And it's like, when you watch so much stuff, like, what is coronavirus? Where'd it come from? Is it man-made? Is it real? Is it a bioweapon? Like, whatever. And it's like you see all these people and they believe it's going to be the end of the world. And after a minute, you start to believe it yourself and you start to freak out. And you're like, oh my God, is this real? This is like a bad movie, And it's like one thing leads to another. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, this is all bullshit. Like, this is all bullshit. This has happened 4 or 5 times. And it's like, and I know that it's a serious matter because people are dying from it, but people, like tens of thousands of people die from the flu every year. We don't hear anything about that. It's not all over the news media. Yeah, coronavirus, I guess, spreads much quicker. Maybe it lives a little longer. It lives on surfaces longer. So in that vein, yeah, it's probably a little more dangerous than the flu. But it's not like we're all going to wake up and just be zombies the next day eating each other either. And that's the way the media really tries to make this all sound to be. And I don't, yeah. Just put my ADA back in Crow. It's kind of averaging out now. Yeah, there are ebbs and flows. And if you look at a lot of different, staking pools, they all go up, they all come down. It's just, like saturation can become an issue at a certain point. I don't think we've reached a point of saturation though. And, I am quite literally like 50 subscribers away from 80,000, which means I am almost officially 20,000, big difference, 20,000 subscribers away from that big 100,000 mark. I'm going to have to do a telethon someday for myself. Have a bunch of different guests and do a big old telethon, but instead of calling in with donations, you just, link the video, link the live feed all over the place and see if we can't get to 100,000 subscribers. That would be like insane. Brains. Most comfortable car I've ever been in. Honestly, I would probably say my SUV right now. It's a Mercedes SUV. It's probably the most comfortable car. Crowathon. I should. If I thought people would actually like it, I'd be all about it. Can't stop buying old cars. Think I have car owner virus. Oh, so creative. I have not checked out Aragon. No, I have not. Thoughts on Theta? You guys and you guys coming in late. The Crow Show will grow. I hope so. I want 100,000 subs so bad. I really do. I'm like, man. Geez, Crow in that Benz though. I love Mercedes. I always have. I've always loved Mercedes. I remember I had a was it a 1985 BMW 325i? I think I had or was it an ES? I can't remember. I had a 525. My dream car back in the day was the 2001. I think it was the 2001 740 IL. I still love that. I still love that body style. I never got one of those though, but I loved it. But yeah, now that I'm like an old man, it's like you got to have a Mercedes. Like when I was young, I was all about BMW because it was like the sporty, like zip, like kind of car. But I have to drive BMW or Mercedes for the most part because they're the only cars I fit in. And it's no joke. Like I can't fit in most cars. A Trump hater, how original. Who's a Trump hater? I don't hate Trump. I think he's an arrogant dude. I don't love Trump either, but like Nancy Pelosi can suck it. I can't stand that woman. I can't stand to even look at that woman. I just picture Nancy Pelosi like living the majority of her life chugging wine and Quaaludes, and then like waking up early, doing her job, just being a hateful, spiteful kind of bag, and then just rinse and repeat. Like, I don't know. I can't stand Nancy Pelosi, man. Her just, even her energy when I listen to her talk is confused. Like, I just can't stand her woman. I can't stand that woman. But it's like, I don't really get deep into politics either, because honestly, politics for me, it's all such bullshit. It's all such bullshit. I don't even know what else to say. I tried getting into politics at one point, and it's like the more I exposed myself to and the more I dove in, and I would watch all the different news channels with all their bias and nonsense, and you start getting into that, and I realized I was heading down a rabbit hole of just complete garbage. Like, every bit of it is garbage. Post your videos on Twitter, bro. My videos do, well, I don't really post them on Twitter, but I know that there are some people, Crypto Angel, that's cool, I like that name. There are some people that take my videos and they put them out on Twitter, and pretty religiously as well. I guess I should start just retweeting them, maybe, I don't know. I used to have it set up so that when I would go live, it would automatically tweet. But anytime I turn that on in my software, it fails. And I'm like, okay, ever since YouTube changed a bunch of their stuff, and then Streamlabs I don't know. It doesn't work the way it used to. So, and I need to set up some of those systems that do it all automatically. I had it set up, but then YouTube changed pretty shortly after. Twitter is a horrible place. It is. Twitter's nasty, man. Anytime I see somebody just truly being disgusting, I know that they're miserable. Like, there's no happy person in life runs around trolling other people on the internet. It just doesn't happen. People trolling others online they're either abused, they're being abused, or they're abusive. They are drug addicts, they're alcoholics, they're liars and cheaters, and I mean, they're just bad people. Like, and some of them are really good at covering it up, but the reality is that anybody that's constantly trying to bring other people down or whatever, those are people with some serious skeletons, some serious issues, a maturity problem. You know what I mean? It's just not, and Twitter just is rampant with that stuff, man. And I was actually watching Joe Rogan, and he was talking about the same thing, and we definitely agree. But I forget, there's another platform that they pride themselves on being like completely like the Wild West, like anything goes. And apparently it's like sadistic, like it's worse than Twitter is. But it gives those people a place to go, I guess. They should use blockchain for voting. Yeah, they should. I've been saying that for years now. Smash those likes. We got to get 100K subs. Man, that would be awesome. Thank you, Ash. And I hope everybody doesn't mind, and I just kind of come on and I'm like just kind of hanging out. I got to basically pull an all-nighter tonight. I'm not going to sleep. So, we've got plans. We've got stuff happening. So, I've like pre-scheduled a few videos, and I'm just, I'm going to be busy for a few days. We are in a revolution already, Juan. They're busy being happy. No energy left to troll around. Ripple or Stellar Lumens? Ooh, that's kind of a tough question. Wait till I do my workup of Stellar Lumens, and then I'll answer that question. Social media in general is nothing but a short-term dopamine fix, but an excellent advertising tool. Yeah, I agree. Because honestly, I appreciate social media, and I appreciate the way social media enables us to connect with each other and kind of see what everybody's doing. But man, I have a big problem with anonymous social media, with anonymous, anything anonymous on the internet. I have a problem with. You're going to 200K next year, maybe. I don't know. I have my doubts. I'm sorry to say, Opie, but I hope you're kidding about Hex to the moon, because the only moon I see Hex reaching is the one in the center of the earth. Like, there's going to come a day when so many people are just crying about Hex. And, you know, at this point, anybody that pumps money into Hex and they are expecting it to grow and make them rich, like, you guys are all going to be sadly disappointed, in my opinion. Like, and at this point, you knew better. So, you know, you knew better. Yeah, this live chat's pretty funny. I worked for Land Rover. I heard Land Rovers were garbage. I heard they just break down all the time, and they're like crazy expensive to fix. And there's typically only like one location anywhere that you can go get them repaired, and it's like terrible. I have been watching you. Do you think it's a good idea to get into coins ASAP now with coronavirus affecting prices? Here's the thing. Dude, Saturn, you gotta calm down there, brother, on the spam. Gotta be timeout. You're not banned, but you gotta go timeout because you're like killing chat. They look great. I love Land Rovers. They look great. I wanted one, but then I had so many people tell me that they're garbage. M up 5x in Hex. Well, you know what? There were a lot of people that were up at BitConnect too, and that didn't work out so well. Look, I hope everybody that's involved with that platform does well. I don't even like saying the name of it because honestly, I just. Yeah, like I said, I've had people that are like, oh, well, you had Richard on. Are you bullish on that? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Just because I interview somebody or I talk to somebody on my channel does not mean that I'm a fan or that I'm bullish on their project or anything. I'm just talking to them. That's it. I'm not, I'd have just about anybody on if I found them interesting and give them an opportunity to explain things and answer questions and so forth and so on. So, yeah, no, but I don't like that project. What credentials do you have to make predictions on any coin? None. I'm none. I'm nobody. I'm a dumbass on the internet. Simple as that. I'm just some guy that loves crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not licensed for anything. I'm not a registered financial advisor. Nothing. I have no credentials. I've never said anything otherwise. That's it. How many ADA to retire? I don't know. I guess it depends on your cost of living. I don't think James is hating. I just think he's asking a basic question. I don't have any problem with James asking a very straightforward question. Yeah, I don't have any credentials. Nobody on YouTube does. Do you think it's a good idea to invest in coins when coronavirus is affecting coin prices like they are dropping? What's your opinion? I have two other opinions. I want to see yours. Yeah, honestly, here's the thing. When it comes to investing in cryptocurrencies, look, I believe we're in a bull market. So I believe that crypto prices are going up. I think that the coronavirus, whether it's a man-made virus that was accidentally leaked out of a lab somewhere in China, whatever the cause, I don't think it's a coincidence that it just popped up in the most densely populated place on earth. I don't think any of that stuff is a big coincidence, quite frankly. And I don't I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's going to last all that long. It's just my opinion. And I think the cryptocurrency market as a whole, well, let's look at it this way. If you're not able to go to a bank because you're under martial law because the coronavirus is spread throughout the globe, what might you do? Well, I might start using crypto for things. I might start really diving deeper into crypto, especially the fact that we're only a couple of months away from Bitcoin's halving. I expect the market to shoot up quite a bit prior to the halving. So regardless of the coronavirus, regardless of all that stuff, I don't think that's going to gravely affect what's going on in the cryptocurrency market. I mean, think about it. What's the worst thing that's going on right now? What, a lot of people in China can't leave their houses? Well, what are they going to do? They're watching YouTube videos and they're playing with their crypto and they're watching the news and they're doing whatever they can to try and keep cabin fever away. I don't know. I think that what's happening with the market, I think people are trying to use the coronavirus as kind of like it's an excuse, but I don't really know if it's related. I really don't. I could be wrong though. So I don't know, but if I wanted to buy a particular project, I mean, look, the majority of this stuff, it's up significantly since it's low. So, if I'm looking at some of these statistics, let me go to my screener. I mean, pick something here. So Bitcoin's up 174% since it's low. XRP is up 30%. Bitcoin Cash is up 332% since its cycle low of 73 freaking dollars. Chainlink, obviously nothing's slowing that thing down with 2,375% since inception, basically. Cardano's up 75%. I mean, the market is moving regardless of whether or not there's a new flu. I don't think that's slowing anybody down. Bitcoin Ben asked if you guys could do a stream. We will. I know. We will at some point. Hey Crow, what are your feelings about Roger Ver? I'll be honest with you. Early on when I was first getting into crypto and learning about the different projects and the different people involved and so forth, I couldn't stand Roger Ver. I thought he was just a very cocky, power hungry, misleading, manipulative kind of dude. But the more I've learned about him and the more I've talked to people that know him, I just think I was wrong. I mean, honestly, I think the more I learn about the guy, the more he sounds like a really good, like a cool dude. Somebody that I've actually wanted to talk to and learn more about and better understand him. But, I'm sure that bridge was probably burned a long time ago. And I don't blame him. I would be like shitty with me too. Cause I used to go out and be like, I think he's an asshole. And but at the time, all I ever saw about Roger Ver was him yelling at YouTubers, but they were YouTubers that were setting him up with ambush interviews and just dirty tactics and things. And I would never do that to somebody. If I truly hated somebody, I would just keep them away. I wouldn't bring them on my channel and like shit all over them and try and piss them off and laugh about it. Like, that, what, how, like, where are you, 10? I mean, Roger Ver is a smart guy, man. And I feel a lot of his pain. I think I understand him a lot more today than I did before. And, I still don't necessarily agree with the way that they kind of push, the Bitcoin Cash marketing message, trying to kind of trick people into thinking that that's Bitcoin. That's the only thing that I still just don't really agree with. I feel like even if they were to change the name, if it was that great, they could call it anything, and the technology would speak for itself. And honestly, a part of me feels like there'd be more people that'd be willing to stand behind it. But yeah, that's ultimately what I think. But I've never spoken to him directly. I don't know him outside of just people that I know that know him, and that sort of thing. So. What up from Pennsylvania? Why don't you answer my theta questions? I thought I did. Where you been, yo? Either that or somebody else asked them, and I just, you came in late, and I don't want to keep answering the same damn thing over and over again. Your thoughts on reserve token and theta? Everybody's asking about theta. I'll tell you what, I will do a theta video. Okay? I'll make a note. I will do a full theta video. I will dive deep. And we'll get some prediction stuff going in that video. But I haven't done enough consistent reading on the project in quite some time, so it would be like starting from scratch, and it would be a lot more work than I can do in a little live video. I mean, we're already at 50 minutes in. If we really want to badmouth someone, let's gang up on Craig Wright for 10 minutes. Oh, don't even get me started. Man, like... I don't even want to talk about that man. Like, that guy. Exactly. Craig doesn't deserve us talking. It's all he wants, man. He's always trying to pull something. When Conspiracy Sundays? My hope is, not this Sunday, but my hope is next Sunday. I really want to get started on that. The thing of it is, I feel like right now, I need to get on it. Honestly, it's just one of those things. I just need to do it. I need to make my list of potential guests, reach out to them, and see who's available and who's willing. And that's just. I was trying to find somebody that can help do that for me, because it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of emailing. It's a lot of stuff like that. And I would rather just find somebody, some kind of support to help do it. But I just haven't done that yet. But I really, really want to soon. Thoughts on a possible stable coin on Cardano? I would absolutely love it. I think that would be fantastic. Oh, man, I'm getting tired. Like your channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Biggest learning loss. I will tell you the biggest learning loss, honest to God, I think is blockchain terminal. I think that was my biggest learning loss. I really loved that project. I thought it was going to be huge. I thought it was going to take over the crypto trading world. I really did. I thought, man, they've got hardware. They've got, a big team. They've got all this stuff, man. And it was bullshit. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than everybody was snowed. And you know what? I always tried to maintain a level of maybe everybody's wrong. Maybe this guy's misunderstood. Maybe this guy just wants a chance to redeem himself and reclaim his name. And maybe this project is it. It's like I think I just have a real problem with believing that somebody could be a truly disgusting piece of shit. I really have a problem because it's one thing when you watch that kind of stuff in movies. It's another thing when you're presented with someone that ends up being all these things that you see in movies. Like, it's not real, But yeah, that was my biggest lesson learned. Like, at this point, I've just kind of like, it's one of the reasons why I don't really dive into ICO reviews so much anymore. Like, I will, once I've gotten through like a lot of the prediction stuff that I'm working on, and because I'm doing a lot of it for myself, just to get an idea as to what to expect and where I think we're going. Once I get through that, I'm probably going to start diving into some of these ICOs, but I can tell you I'm going to be a lot harder. I'm going to be a lot harder about these different ICO projects. If you don't have a name I know and you don't have a list of accolades the size of my arm, your ICO is probably shit. And that's the way I look at it anymore. I don't believe a damn word any of these motherfuckers say. I don't believe anything. I feel like, you know what? If you're out there and you're trying to acquire millions of dollars in public funding, just like my own exchange, man. It's like I could have did a big ICO or STO, and I'm sure I probably could have did pretty well. I just did not feel comfortable. I wanted my platform ready to launch. I wanted that exchange done. I wanted a security audit. I wanted a lot of things done. And I can't even talk about what a mess it was, but it was a mess. And I was like, I am not moving forward like this. I'm not doing it. And I've learned not to throw caution to the wind, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's not worth it. And I'm too old, man. I'm too old for the bullshit. And I was snowed like a lot of other people. And yeah, that was my lesson learned. I don't believe any of these guys anymore. Prove it. That's what I have to say. Prove it. So, I mean, they had a big CEO too, man. I don't even remember his name, but I mean, they had a dude that was like legit, and I think he was just a puppet. I mean, I'm learning a bunch of stuff after the fact because I've been getting people that I can't say anything about, but I've been getting people reaching out to me like, "Hey, man, what's up? I've been trying to get a hold of you for a long time, but I haven't been able to because of XYZ, but now I can." You know, and they're like telling me all this stuff, and I'm just like, I was about to cry. I'm like, I'm not even kidding. I was like, I can't even believe what I'm hearing right now. And it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Lesson learned. And yeah. Crow, you said you didn't know of any competitors to link on your video. Look at Band Protocol and Teller. I think Teller I looked at. Teller's like $5 already. Band Protocol. Let's take a quick look at Band because I've never heard of it. And see what up. Oh, 39 cents. Up 17%. Infrastructure. 1.7 million in volume. Okay. Oh, well, it is a decentralized oracle for Web 3.0. On the ERC20 blockchain. They had private sales. They had a public offering of 5.8 million in 2019. Tokens allocated 12,368,200. Well, no shit. Alrighty then. Oh. This could be a little exciting. I'm not going to sit here and read this whole white paper right now, but I wanted to have it open. 8,000 furlers. I do want to... I need to like bring my screen. I need to reverse the screen now. I'm staring up at the sky all night. It like raises my blood pressure. It's on Binance. Well, Band looks interesting. I'll say that. Maybe I'll have to dive into that a bit. See what's up. Because if I could get into something like that, 40 cents, it might be worth it. DeFi and Oracle, reflection of the hacks. Okay. What are these guys? Who are the CEO and CTO? Okay, that explains a little more. The CEO and CTO look like they're 19 and 21. I will definitely be looking more into this. That much I can say. Where is... There we go. Oh, if you click and try to open their... Oh, I see. That's what happened. Because I'm like, where's their website? I tried to open it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Where's that team page? No, I'm not doing that. Ugh. I don't have any of that open or set up. There it is. Okay. Stanford University, Boston Consulting Group. Oh, did you go to MIT, huh? You think you're pretty smart? All right, then. Well, guy could be 15 years old and probably one of the smartest guys in the world. All right, well, I will look into this. But I'll leave it at that. I mean, I'll reserve judgment for once I had a chance to actually go through it. The lowest ADA got was 4 cents. That's not true. I think the lowest ADA got was 2 cents. Let me put my 2 cents in it. Hold on. Oh, that's on. I'm pretty sure it's been 2 cents. Cardano has. Because I think that was a point where is it? There it is. Ugh. Price USD 4 cents. Yeah, cycle low USD 0.02 cents right there, right next to my face. I knew it hit 2 cents at one point. So, yeah, buddy. All the same guy with different haircut. All right, folks, it's been an hour. It's late. It's 2 a.m. It's time for me to, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to paint more because I just started painting something else. You can't really see it because the green screen messes everything up, but I'm working on that. I'm pulling an all-nighter, so I got 4 hours to go. I love you guys. I don't want to leave, but I kind of have to. I need to get a snack. I should be making some coffee. Coffee would be a good idea at 2 a.m. Thanks for joining me, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Videos get a hell of a lot better than they are tonight. I just wanted to hang out with everybody and say hello. I'll see you again soon. Curl your coins. Have a